All morning long, we've been telling you how to prepare for the extreme cold we're experiencing.
That includes prioritizing your health. Dr. Adan Alvarez, a physician with Lux Primary Practice, joins us now this morning. And Dr. Alvarez, many people might be experiencing some extra sniffles right now, but does cold weather really cause colds?
Hi, good morning. Thank you for having me, Kimberly and staff. The cold weather does not cause colds. However, the cold weather does decrease your body's ability to fight infections. Studies show that there's a 40% decrease in immune response when the nasal passages are exposed to cold air. So this makes you more likely to get an infection when you are exposed to viruses.
That makes sense, and 40% is quite a lot. Now, what can people do right now to keep themselves from getting sick?
So what you can do right now is really try to stay warm, bundle up, be sure that, you're doing everything you can to boost your body's immune system. So that means getting a good night's sleep, eating well, decreasing stress, and getting your daily dose of vitamin C. The other way is by actually preventing the virus from entering your nasal passages. So that means wearing a mask, hand washing, and hand sanitizing helps. And of course, being proactive at the beginning of flu season by getting your vaccines. So vaccines help your body make memory cells, and this gives your body, something to look for. So that way, when the virus does actually try to come and cause an infection, it'll be more efficient at fighting it off.
And what about people who have chronic conditions? How does the cold impact them, and what should they do?
Well, so when it comes to chronic conditions, it really kind of depends on, what medical issues you have. It's always important to be sure to have some medications on hand. So before any major event, it's important to go get refills from your medications and make sure that you have at least a week's worth of medications at home and available. The other things, some of the more common medical issues that are exacerbated by the cold are not flu, sorry, your allergies. So making sure that you have some allergy medication on hand helps, things like Zyrtec, Claritin. The other thing is asthma, so making sure that you have refills of your inhalers at home. And if you do start to have breathing issues, well, making sure to get seen and evaluated in person. The other thing that really gets exacerbated by the cold is pain. So people with chronic pain or arthritis will experience an increase in pain. So making sure that you have those pain medications on hand, but always remember to not take more than what's prescribed by your doctor.
Very good advice. I know a lot of people, they'll, do 1,000 milligrams when you should start out with like a 200 milligram, especially for the pain. And what about children and elderly people? They could be at a greater risk in the cold. What advice do you have for them?
So very true. Children and elderly are more prone to hypothermia because they have a harder time regulating core body temperatures. So what we recommend is dressing in layers, right? This way, if you feel like you're too warm, you can always take a layer off. If you're getting too cold, you can always add a layer on. And always remember to stay warm, drink warm fluids, and don't be afraid of wearing your jacket indoors.
You don't have to tell us twice. Dr. Alvarez, thank you very much for joining us this morning.